Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. I wonder who the real sharks are. Mako, the Jaws of Death. Not to be confused with the whale movie that came out around the same time titled Jaws of Death. This is the 1976 Jaws cash-in that is not only a slasher, but a creature feature with supernatural elements. It is also this film's 50th anniversary. It was directed by Floridian filmmaker William Griffey, who also directed Sting of Death and Stanley. The plot: Sonny is a man who loves sharks. He thinks the world of them. He is someone who would die for sharks. Someone who would kill for sharks.
Hey, what's he doing behind the boat?
After some boats turn up without their crew and fear of sharks escalates, local officials are about to put a bounty out for sharks. This is no good as far as Sonny is concerned, and havoc will ensue. Who can you trust? Turns out, no one.
Hey, damn it, what the hell's the matter with you? Those things cost money. What is a better nut or something?
You told me you wouldn't hurt the shark. You promised me.
Just a little juice to keep it moving.
First of all, I'll just say it. I really enjoy this film. I have actually seen the other film on this double feature, Bog, a long time ago, and I remember enjoying that one too, but we're focusing on Jaws of Death today, which, called Mako the Jaws of Death, is kind of a missell, because it has no Mako sharks. The concept is like a reverse Jaws, although this one has a more supernatural element, a medallion that keeps the sharks away from Sonny.
I had done what no man had dared to try, and by their sparing my life and killing those who would have killed me, I became a member of the Shark Clan.
It does get a little, I wouldn't say trippy. It's not that weird. I mean, some of the music choices are, but it's still grounded enough. And it is done well enough to be taken seriously a little bit at least. Come on now. You feel bad for the sharks. You feel bad for Sonny. For the characters, we have Sonny Stein, played by Richard Jackal from 1976's Grizzly, Day of the Animals, and many, many more films. He is a rugged garbage picker who is friends with sharks.
Look at him.
I don't believe it.
You don't have to be afraid of them either.
During Vietnam, he happened to come across a shaman who gave him a medallion that keeps sharks away from him, but he also has a deep respect for these creatures, so he kind of puts the two together. But he also finds admiration for a exotic swim dancer, I guess, named Karen, played by Jennifer Bishop, from 1970's Bigfoot. She and her husband, Barney, played by Buffy D. I'm sure it's not Buffy that's the correct word there.
I know we can really put your act together. Wait till you hear this, it'll kill you.
They're up to no good, though. They want to use Sonny's sharks to put on display for the show, but they're not treating them very well. Whitney, played by Ben Cronin, is a scientist who works at an aquarium. He pesters Sonny to give him one of his sharks, who is pregnant, so he can observe the shark give birth in live captivity. Sonny is very adamant about not having this happen, but eventually he relents, and guess what? Can't trust no one. Not around here.
Don't complain when federal legislation is passed naming shark a bounty fish.
A bounty fish.
There is a moment where Whitney realizes how bad he screwed up, and it's actually quite riveting. And also hilarious. Harold Oddjob Cicada is here. I forgot his character's name, but he was in a James Bond film as well as Invaders of the Lost Gold. He and his friend Charlie, played by John Davis Chandler, who was Zeb in Carnosaur 2, are both Whitney's goons. They mess around not only with Sonny, but even Karen.
Okay, shark boy. I'm gonna break your fin.
They're there for a bit more than just the comedic relief. They get a little handsy. Here's where the real disclaimer comes up. They use dead sharks as if they were alive in the film. And I will say, I think it's not appropriate per se, but well done. They make these sharks look majestic and beautiful and even friendly, as opposed to them just tearing people apart like in Tintorera. No sharks were killed on screen. These are sharks that were previously found or bought dead.
Okay, I bought them for $20 from a couple of guys who had a lot of them. What do you mean, a lot of them?
Their ballet, I guess, with Sonny during the opening credits is confusingly beautiful. Like I said, the sharks are probably bought or used, so I'm assuming the creators get a little bit of a leeway. They were already dead when they bought them. And to make up for their deaths, two of them even get their own character names: Sammy and Matilda. The rest are dragged around but made to look friendly, loving. Innocent is a good word. It's hard to explain, but I found the scenes with Richard Jekyll swimming around with them to be quite mesmerizing. The film takes place and was set in Key West, Florida, and I really love the locations used. Everything from the clear blue ocean to Sonny's shack. It's all very rustic and oceanic, and I love it. For the gore, the effects, the sharks tear people apart in this movie. Not as much as I was hoping or remembered, but yeah, there's blood in the water. But Sonny, he gets creative. I mean, he kills people with hooks, a shark gun. You know, the ones you place against, like a cattle prod in a way. There are some disturbing deaths which I found fitting given the film's sleazy tone. Like the scene where a guy's being dragged along by the boat with a hook in his mouth. Nice. I mean, this tone is very dark, comparatively speaking. You want to see these bastards pay for what they're doing. Sonny and the sharks rack up a nice little body count. The film is surprisingly and unsurprisingly PG rated. It was a different time. For the motion picture soundtrack, lots of piano work. William Luce and Paul Roulin, the former of which provided a lot of stock music for future movies. It brings a lounging, jazzy style to this film's score. It's not even close to elevator music bad, it's actually quite enjoyable. There is a tune I could only describe as Dance of the Shark. It's got an Egyptian beat that is magical. Sonny's Stinger is also a highlight. Overall, this is not just a simple killer shark film. It's got a man defending the sharks, taking out the hunters that hunted them, as well as greedy individuals. He loses trust in everyone by the end, though, and it's rather a sad story, given the fact that Sonny is a likable guy. You root for him. Richard Jekyll is the star of the show, and I feel bad for him several times. Every time I watch the movie, I'm just like, man, don't trust that guy, don't trust that woman. No good. Like the scene where he goes into the lab to check on Matilda, or the scene where he's screaming for people to not put a bounty out on the sharks.
You see what you're doing? Don't put a bounty on us! Leave us alone! Leave us alone!
It's powerful stuff. It's not a fantastic movie, but it's definitely worth a watch. That's gonna do for this video, guys. I have been your host, Brian Gatto. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page. Also hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, as always. Subscribe.